Hallo und willkommen zurück. Ich würde mal sagen, wir machen jetzt Hauptsächlichkeiten des Begleiters. Wir wollen ja noch ein bisschen Geld sammeln. Gut. Zack. Schaffe ich mir erstmal die Hauptsächlichkeit. Ich muss ja mit dieser ollen Bahn fahren. Aber das sollten wir aber hinbekommen. Master Street. Ich will ein anderes Schiff haben. Ich will einfach ein anderes Schiff haben.
Yeah, a gnat is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches.
It's raining, man. Hatte ich ihn? Nee, in die Lodge zurück, ja. Jetzt gerade hier nur eine Questreihe für irgendwas, aber ich brauche irgendwie Geld.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Pharmazeutisches Labor. Kann ich mir sowas hier auf dem Schiff bauen? Wir haben jetzt die Mission hinter uns. Letzte Eindrücke. Nee. Warte auf die Feier noch 5 Tage. Das wird man jetzt noch auf die Schnelle machen. Erstkontakt. Was haben wir an Aktivitäten? Jo. Artride. Nee, Erstkontakt. Gucken wir mal dahin. Gucken wir uns das an, Master Stick. Nee. Da bin ich, ja. Da muss ich hin. Paradiso. Ja, dann springen wir dahin. Machen wir das eben so. Oh, ich hoffe jetzt keine... Ich habe diesmal nichts geklaut. Ich bin artig. Ich bin diesmal artig. Danke. Hallo? Hier spreche ich. Ey, dann docken wir an. Gucken, was es da erwartet. Mach schon mal meine Waffen bereit. Ich soll ein paar Nebenmissionen machen. Ich will ein wenig Geld machen. Dafür ist mir das größte Schiff holen gleich. Ich hoffe, ich kann mich da so ein bisschen... ein bisschen verbessern, ein bisschen ausbauen. Nee, ich will die andere Waffe. Die will ich haben. Du bist ein Mensch? Ein Mensch? Ach, das wäre die einzige Option. Siehst du nicht, ich bin ein fremdartiges, feuerliches Tentakelmonster.
Clearly you're not. You're obviously human, but how are you here? We didn't know any others left Earth.
We should all focus on catching up with each other. I'd love to know more about your journey, your history, everything.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader.
Ja, der kann eine Waffe in der Hand.
And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others. Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. Da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
I follow you to the bridge, man.
Then again,
200 Jahre schon unterwegs? Ach du Heiland.
I do not believe we have need to fear.
Ja, erstmal hier ankommen und randalieren.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't.
Was kann ich für euch tun?
Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable.
Wirkt sehr
We've
clean
always
hier
assumed
alles.
that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest,
ganz.
most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time.
Now
You
that
can
we know
believe
what's out
entire
there,
generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Equipment. Ja,
just
ja.
stay out of trouble.
Wenn ich Ärger machen würde, wärst du schon längst tot.
In a time capsule here. I cannot imagine how hard this was to maintain.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Hilfe
We
gern.
know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such. But initially, I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
Zwei ist riesig. Warum siedelt ihr nicht auf der anderen Seite, fern von den anderen?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilizations spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world. Thank you, and Godspeed.
We were never trained to be Erstellen.
Ja, ich laufe, ich mache, ich tue. So, hier lang.
We got strict rules around.
Vielleicht kann man irgendwas Schönes aushandeln. Für mich.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there. I wonder what it's like out there beyond.
Ist mir irgendwas Lustiges,
Wow.
was ich für mich verwenden kann?
Here you are.
Schade Schokolade. Bitte.
I wonder what else is out there.
Ah, das zählt als Diebstahl. Classroom will ich nicht. Zu den Schmuddelecken.
I've lived my entire life.
Ich will ja nicht schießen. Messhall. Oh, hier gibt's was zu essen.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Ich will ja nicht in den Clusterraum. Ich will zu meinem Schiff. Lift.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't.
We've got strict rules.
Was hier?
But there's
Ein Sparschwein.
Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself, I could really listen to Barrett's dulcet voice right now. Then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay? This is amazing. The unity, the multiverse, this is everything and more, literally. No kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics, no bounds. Except the books, they're bound. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something. You're right. They've heard us in their quest for power. They've heard countless others. What if every other universe is in shambles because of them? We don't know. But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables.
Okay.
It crossed my mind, but everybody has lost somebody, and most of us have lost many more. It can't be the deciding factor here right now. It's more of a possible benefit. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not gonna hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not gonna have your back. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
Den hol ich doch einfach deine Kraft.
Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
Wir werden das tun. Aber jetzt will ich erstmal mein Schiff suchen. Wo ist mein Schiff?
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Suchen wir noch mein Schiff. Living? Ach, da.
Never seen a ship.
Komm hier aber nicht durch.
Keeping a 200-year-old ship running is no easy task.
Lift Kommando Bay. Ich bin die falsche Seite runtergegangen. Hier muss ich hin. Hier ist mein Schiff. So.
Fun as that was, it's good to be back.
Dann machen wir das Flux und dann gucken wir, was wir bei Barrett helfen können. Schön gegengekracht. Wie das gehört. Erstmal eine Delle reingefahren. So, dann holen wir uns erstmal die ran. Mal gucken, was wir da so finden. Paradiso.
We try to stay out of the guest way, but we
Ja,
are
ja, ja, ja. Ich will nicht unbedingt Ärger machen. Aufteilung hatten wir doch schon mal. Schönen guten
Welcome to
Tag.
Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Okay.
Something I can help you with?
Ich bin wegen eures Notrufs hier.
Ah, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. Do you know what they want? Interesting. We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, a CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Sehr schön. Dankeschön.
Paradiso security is only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even here.
Hier, also gibt es ja schon mal Soldaten. Darf jetzt nicht verkacken, weil dann ist Kacke. Dann ist nicht geil. Hallo. Was kann ich hier für ein Blödsinn machen? Ich will nur ein bisschen Blödsinn machen. Kommen Sie. Chefetage.
You might want this.
I hope your stay here is going well.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there.
Doch, kann
Do
ich.
you have an appointment?
Gewissermaßen ja schon. Ihr habt ein Schiff im Orbit und ich will helfen.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Ich bin jetzt bereit reinzugehen.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know.
I just feel that we should be focusing
some
on
time
the
for
natural
you.
beauty
I'll
of
keep it
this
quick, yeah?
planet, not our amenities.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Giro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Wird genial, doch worauf. Kommen wir direkt zur Sache.
We're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about?
Kolonisten von der Erde.
Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
Okay. Nicht mehr existieren. Willst du damit sagen, dass du das Schiff zerstören willst? Können nicht einfach die andere Seite besiedeln?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they may come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
Gesellschaftliche Sicht verstehe ich nicht. Deinen Standpunkt, aber ich sehe das anders. Ja, das stimmt.
You're right. But as the CEO of Paradiso Group, I'm the one who has to make and approve decisions around here, not you. So, as much as I appreciate your feedback, it's not in the best interest of the Paradiso Group to take it into account. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it, as I've mentioned. It could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
You better be asking for your next magic show and not for any stupid reasons.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
There are so many hospitable planets out there. More than enough for everybody. And the best part is, nobody has to die or become indebted or anything. An elegant solution.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of
them. Wir werden das Ding holen. Ich habe keinen Bock, das deswegen unnötig irgendwas. Lass mich raten, was kostet der? Ich wollte doch Geld organisieren für mein größeres Schiff. Klappt super.
Every day's nice around here.
It's like we just entered a brochure.
Das ist ja schön.
Homes, cozy slippers. Maybe I didn't bring them.
Okay. Mal andocken. Jetzt die Entscheidung. So, jetzt gucken wir noch mal kurz in die. Okay. Zu Hoptik. Nee, ich will den Reaktor nicht überladen. Ich will den Reaktor nicht überladen. Das ist eine Hoptik. Ist. Da will ich hin. Ja, denn? Sprung.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way. Alright, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Jetzt war ja das. Ich muss ja in M rein. Sternkarte. Ich jetzt hier hinspringen. Kostet mich denn der ganze Spaß?
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. All right.
Da muss ich hin.
Welcome to Hopetown.
Oh, check.
ship? Getting a new one? Well, this is the place to do it, I guess.
Tech. Schiffsservice. Sag mir, was du für Schiffe im Angebot hast. Vielleicht sind sie günstiger. Vielleicht sind sie einfach günstiger. T. Treibstoffhülle. Wagon Train. Okay. Na, gucken wir mal, was wir da so machen.
You might want this. Hope Tech is the everyday working person's ship.
Hallo.
Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than... Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape too. Parts not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are.
Yeah.
True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. I seem to attract the types with big talk and empty pockets. I'm not sure about karma, but you're not wrong. It would be generous and they'd likely show their gratitude in some beneficial way. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Upsi. Dann hätten wir das auch schon. Jetzt mal in einem Schritt zurück. Ach, da. Ja, an diesen Ort reisen. Okay, auf geht's. Ich glaube, ich kann da gleich hin. auf die Karte. Ich muss zurück. Dahin. Ich kann ja nicht im einen Rutsch hin. Irgendwas immer nach Volt. Bringen wir mal schön dahin. Mehr Zeit. Unbedingt ein größeres Schiff. Und ich gebe ja unnötig Geld aus. Einfach mal dahin. Nur ein Sprung. Ich weiß zwar nicht, wo er den ganzen Treibstoff immer herbekommt hier, aber es wird schon funktionieren. Entdeckt Schiff. Mann. Will nicht.
This isn't gonna end well for you. Embrace eternity. Direct hit on the grav drive.
Ich will 30. Sorry, ich will aber da nicht hin. Mir leid, aber ich will da nicht hin. Mich zeigen. Wenn nicht, da muss ich hin. Ich will aber nicht. Kann ich nicht gewinnen. Ja. Meine Waffe ist hier nur viel zu schlecht dafür. Ja, komm. Wie ich sowas hasse, ne? Ich will hier weg. Ich will nicht kämpfen. Was soll das Quatsch? Genau, bevor die mich jetzt registrieren. Gar keinen Bock drauf. Aber okay, ich würde jetzt mal sagen, wir machen in der nächsten Folge weiter. Bis dann. Ciao.